Following the discovery of a non-smoking related element in the backdrop of a new shot, many believe that Jinger Duggar and her husband Jeremy have once again violated the laws that govern their family. Jinger Duggar, who is 28 years old, recently disobeyed the rigorous family clothing code that her father, Jim Bob Duggar, sets for the family by wearing short shorts. On her Instagram account, the former cast member of Counting On posted a picture of the couple's excursion to the Anaheim Packing District neighborhood. Jinger and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, who is 34 years old, are in the picture sitting on a seat inside the well-known food court in Southern California. As Jeremy places his hand on her knee and displays his new buzzcut hairstyle, the television star pulls her husband closer to her and smiles for the camera. Fans of the television show 19 Kids and Counting were quick to conclude that the person behind the camera was the couple's oldest daughter, Felicity, who is 4 years old. On her Instagram account, the former cast member of Counting On posted a picture of the couple's excursion to the Anaheim Packing District neighborhood. Jinger and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, who is 34 years old, are in the picture sitting on a seat inside the well-known food court in Southern California. As Jeremy places his hand on her knee and displays his new buzzcut hairstyle, the television star pulls her husband closer to her and smiles for the camera. Fans of the television show 19 Kids and Counting were quick to conclude that the person behind the camera was the couple's oldest daughter, Felicity, who is 4 years old. The words "Felicity is a fairly amazing photographer" were written by one of the fans, and another fan added, "Wow! Congratulations, Felicity." During the time that Felicity was in charge of shooting photographs, several of her followers noted that her younger sister Evangeline's foot, which was wearing a Nike shoe, was included in the photograph. An individual who follows the brand stated, "The perfectly placed baby Nike shoe is killing me." A few fans with keen eyes noticed an additional unexpected element in the backdrop while they were browsing a popular Reddit board that was dedicated to Duggar. A sign that can be seen on the left-hand side of the picture reads, "Your body is not a temple, it's an amusement park." This was brought to the attention of a user on Reddit. As a result of Ginger's profoundly devout upbringing, Redditors were taken aback by the fact that the sign remained ignored, and many expressed their amazement in the comment thread of the post. It was written by one individual that, "The blasphemy on the back wall, right?" remarked a different supporter. Given that they were aware that the quote was in the backdrop, I find it surprising that they shared this shot. There was a third user who had the following question. I wonder if they noticed the sign that says, "Your body is not a temple, it's an amusement park," that they are posing in front of. When the rules are bent, there have been previous instances in which Jinger and Jeremy have been caught walking the edge between what is considered to be respectable in the Duggar household. It was in a video that the reality TV actress and her husband uploaded to their YouTube account, where Jinger was seen wearing the shorts that exposed her legs. While Jeremy is mostly responsible for narrating the couple's trip to Miami, Florida, the video blog also includes a few segments that highlight both of them. Near the beginning of the film, there is a small montage that shows Jinger embracing her rebellious spirit as she goes along a street in Dade County while wearing a pair of ripped denim shorts, a black t-shirt, and Nike sneakers. This is not the first time that the former star of 19 Kids and Counting has been found doing anything that goes against the strict clothing standards that her father, Jim Bob Duggar, has imposed on her. Earlier in the week, Jinger posed for a picture while sitting in the passenger seat of a car while Jeremy sat in the driver's seat. During the time that their friend was taking a picture of the two of them from the rear seat, both of them turned around to smile at the camera. During the time that the photograph was taken, Jinger was seen wearing a tiny dress with horizontal stripes that was designed to highlight her long legs. Unlike her parents, Jim Bob, who is 55 years old, and Michelle, who is 54 years old, the television personality has broken away from their traditional dress code. Both the show's patriarch and matriarch have, for the most part, adhered to these stringent standards in order to maintain their Christian way of life. In general, the Duggar family adheres to a stringent dress code that only allows women to dress modestly and wear dresses or skirts rather than other types of clothing. As an example of one of these rigid regulations, ladies were not permitted to expose their legs or dress in a manner that was visible to others. The rebel. It would appear that Jinger has made it a practice to disobey her father's restrictions, or perhaps she has simply chosen to live her life in a manner that is convenient for her, since she recently wore tight jeans while she was out on a date with her husband, Jeremy. In an Instagram snapshot that Jeremy took of Jinger and her boyfriend while they were out together, Jinger appeared to be pleased with her new look. At the time, the two individuals were strolling along the sidewalk in their Los Angeles neighborhood when they decided to stop for a photograph. There was only a portion of Jeremy's face visible in the photograph since he was concentrating on his wife who was standing behind him. For this photograph, Jinger wore skin-tight blue trousers and a green t-shirt that was loosely fitted. She smiled with her lips tightly pressed together. For the evening, she accessorized with a black cross body bag and wore her dark brown hair down in a down style. A question mark and a beige box emoji were included in the caption that Jeremy added to the post. While she was out running errands the previous week, the mother of two wore an ensemble that was very similar to this one. The woman, who was 28 years old at the time, was caught exiting a hair salon while wearing blue trousers and a yellow tank top. Despite the fact that her dark hair had been recently cropped, she grinned as it blew in the breeze. An additional pair of Nike sneakers and a shoulder bag were the finishing touches to Jinger's laid-back ensemble. As she continues to distance herself from her renowned family, the reality star has repeatedly disregarded the dress rule that the DUGGAR patriarch has established.